Hey guys, welcome back to Digital Gigger. If you're new to this channel is about helping you get ahead in the digital economy and making more money. And today we're talking about an Uber driver that made $252,000 in 1 year.
Digital Gigger, work from anywhere in the gig economy.
And I start to think, how the heck did this guy do $252,000 in 1 year when, from my personal experience driving for Uber, I don't even know how many hours that would be. Would I have to go coast to coast? What would I have to do? What about the gas? You guys are asking like all these questions. And I'll tell you exactly how this guy turned his Uber driving into this potential to make $252,000 in 1 year. And I put a video out a little while ago about maximizing the time that you have a customer in your car. You try to put together an offer to make to them while they're in your vehicle. It's not against Uber's terms of service. You can upsell something in additional to your driving to the passenger. You just don't want to be a pest. You don't want to make it an awkward situation where now you have this person in your car for the next 10-15 minutes and you're made a situation that they just want to get out of your car because you're pitching them something they don't want. So don't do that. But Gavin, the gentleman that I'm speaking of that made the $252,000 in a year, was actually pretty smart about how he was able to do this business. So what he did, and let me tell you about Gavin. Gavin is from the Philippines, and he knows how to design jewelry. So obviously you're not going to have a whole jewelry case in your vehicle to sell to people, but you could have a brochure that you can show your passengers as you're driving along. It gives them something to flip through, and you don't even have to talk. They might ask questions because he actually designed the jewelry. So it was, in addition to just selling jewelry, he was actually the person creating the jewelry, which made it unique. And he was connecting with the customer on that level, saying, hey, I drive for Uber, but my real thing is making this jewelry. And what do you think? So just being simple and doing that, he started to generate sales because people would take his information and order these jewelry pieces, and he became successful at doing the side hustle to his side hustle. So the thing here, guys, is that sometimes you have to really think outside the box if you want to make extra money and be successful. You got to figure out how to take an opportunity that you already have and what can you do to make it go a little bit further and squeeze out more money from that opportunity. Gavin did just that. He figured out that if he has a person in his car for 10 to 15 minutes and he's doing this all day, that's at least, let's say he does 20 rides in a day or more. Some people do more. But if you have 20 people in your vehicle every day, 20 people looking at that catalog, and if just one person buys, that's a pretty good success closing rate considering the type of customer that just walked into this vehicle, doesn't really expect to buy anything, and now has purchased some jewelry from someone. So you can do this. You can take your idea, and if you drive for Uber, you can do stuff like this. You can sell products, you can sell services, you can do deals with restaurants, you can do a whole bunch of stuff that will allow you to make some extra money. Like if you do drive for Uber, why don't you contact some of your local restaurants and ask if they would like to give some business cards or discount codes to people that go in your vehicle, and you can charge them a small amount for whatever they think is a good advertising budget for that type of service, and you have now an additional source of income. So you have to sort of brainstorm and come up with some new ideas of how to make extra money, because the money is out there, the ideas are out there. This is just putting things into practice and figuring out how to make it work. When Gavin first started handing out that brochure, he probably didn't even think that he was going to get the amount of money that he ended up making in the first year or in the year that he started this business. He probably thought, hey, if I sell a few extra pieces of jewelry in addition to the money I'm making from Uber, that's great. But it ended up being something more successful, and because he took the initiative to actually put it in place and try it out, he got a big return on his time and investment. So he was able to maximize not only driving for Uber, but also doing this other side hustle to the side hustle, selling jewelry. And you guys could come up with something similar and make some extra money. So regardless if you're doing Uber or you're doing something else in your life, you got to start thinking of different angles and different ways of maximizing the amount of money that you can make from whatever you're doing. And I think Gavin's example is a great story to motivate you guys to think outside the box and try to make extra money wherever you can. Now, we're going to be putting another series on the channel, which I'm going to start shortly, called Rags to Riches. We're going to tell stories like Gavin's of people that have thought outside the box and made extra money and gone further than you would expect from someone starting out. So I hope those stories are going to be inspiring for you guys, and that's something that you'll enjoy as part of the channel as we extend some of the content that we're creating outside of the digital gig economy, gig side hustles, all that kind of stuff. We're going to try to branch out into a few more motivational type videos for you guys. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also to like and share, because that helps us get found in the YouTube algorithm. So I hope that inspires you guys to go back into your car today and figure out another way of making some extra money while you're Ubering or Lyfting or whatever you might be doing. There are other ways to make extra money. And Gavin's example of taking a small idea like handing out a brochure and turning it around and making $252,000 in a year is brilliant. And I think that's the kind of inspiration that we all need to make extra money and to hustle harder. So we'll see you guys in the next one. And don't forget to subscribe. We really need you guys to join the channel and be part of this community. So see you guys.